Welcome to A World Apart, the field guide to the Florida Keys. Today, we're embarking on a journey to America's southernmost archipelago, navigating its rich history, distinctive architecture, and that undeniable, rebellious spirit that defines this unique chain of islands. The Florida Keys are a melting pot of influences, creating a truly unique culture. Maritime history, defined by wreckers, smugglers, and the 19th-century salvage trade, shaped its early identity. The Keys' lifestyle is characterized by a live and let live resilience, a laid-back island culture that persists to this day. And you can't overlook the strong Caribbean influence, from Bahamian boatbuilders to Cuban cigar makers. These elements, combined with iconic figures like Ernest Hemingway, John J. Audubon, and President Harry S. Truman, contribute to the Keys' fierce rebel spirit, where locals truly take no crap, and pirate lore is still very much alive. The Florida Keys are an archipelago of over 200 islands, famously linked by a single thread of asphalt suspended over the ocean. Starting from the Florida mainland, past Homestead and the Stretch, we first encounter Key Largo, the 33-mile-long anchor of the chain. Moving south, we find Marathon and Islamorada, known as the sports fishing capital. Finally, we arrive at Key West, the 4.2-square-mile endpoint, a vibrant hub at the very end of the road. The journey through the Keys has a fascinating history, particularly concerning its transportation links. From 1912 to 1935, Henry Flagler's Overseas Railway was an engineering marvel, connecting the islands. However, it was tragically destroyed by the devastating 1935 Labor Day hurricane, with winds reaching 200 miles per hour. Today, we traverse the modern Overseas Highway, built from 1982 to the present. This impressive structure, including the iconic 7-mile bridge, stretches 6.765 miles, offers a vertical clearance of 65 feet, and features a longest span of 135 feet. It's engineered with precast segmental concrete, specifically designed to withstand extreme hurricane forces, a testament to the lessons learned from the past. Let's take a closer look at two distinct jewels of the Keys: Key Largo and Key West. Key Largo's primary vibe is that of a sleepy dive capital. It's 33 miles long and spread out, requiring at least a 1-hour drive from MIA or FLL airports. Its topography is defined by mangroves and submerged coral reefs, offering an unparalleled underwater experience. For nightlife, you'll find charming tiki bars and local dives. In contrast, Key West is truly the historic party hub. It's a dense 4.2 square miles, easily accessible with direct flights into EYW, and you don't even need a car. Its beaches are man-made, with sand imported from the Bahamas in 1961, creating that quintessential tropical feel. And for nightlife, Key West is famous for the Duval Crawl and lively drag shows. In Key Largo, you'll discover that you trade sprawling white sand beaches for an unparalleled submerged frontier. Above the surface, you have serene mangrove shorelines and glass-bottom boat tours. But below, a whole new world awaits. At around 15 to 20 feet, you can explore the vibrant Grecian rocks and molasses reef, teeming with marine life. Deeper still, at approximately 30 feet, lies the majestic Christ of the Abyss statue, a truly iconic underwater landmark. It's an immersive experience for divers and snorkelers alike. Key West itself is a treasure trove of history, condensed into just 4.2 square miles. Unlike the Upper Keys, Key West is entirely bike and pedestrian friendly, making it incredibly walkable. Parking can be scarce, but history is everywhere you look. Key attractions include Mallory Square, famous for its sunset celebrations, Duval Street, the heart of the island's vibrant nightlife, and Fort Zachary Taylor, a significant Civil War fort that also boasts a beautiful beach, accessible with a small entry fee. Now, let's talk about Key West's rebellious spirit, epitomized by the Conch Republic. On April 23, 1982, the U.S. Border Patrol established a roadblock at the Last Chance Saloon in Florida City. This catalyst led to a 17-mile traffic jam, paralyzing the Keys, with tourists and locals alike searched for contraband. In response, Mayor Dennis Wardlow boldly declared independence from the USA, forming the Conch Republic. The next step? Wardlow declared war on the United States. Remarkably, he surrendered exactly 1 minute later to a naval officer. The new nation's demands for foreign aid were famously humble: a crate of stale bread and a case of Budweiser. The result? The U.S. lifted the roadblock, a symbolic victory that cemented the island's rebel reputation forever. Let's debunk the southernmost myth that often surrounds Key West. While the 1983 concrete buoy proudly states 90 miles to Cuba, the actual distance is 94 statute miles. The famous 12-foot-tall concrete buoy, though geographically inaccurate, remains the most photographed landmark. It even survived Hurricane Irma in 2017 and was restored after vandalism in 2022. For true geographical south, Fort Zachary Taylor offers the most accessible public land. The true island south is the Truman Annex, U.S. Navy property, making it inaccessible. And the actual continental south belongs to Ballast Key, a private island located about 10 miles away. So, while the buoy is a fun photo op, it's not the definitive southernmost point. Key West boasts a fascinating array of historic home types, each with unique architectural features. The iconic Conch House is often built on elevated piers for flood protection and commonly incorporates salvaged shipwreck wood, featuring louvered shutters designed to maximize the cooling breeze. Then there's the Victorian mansion, a testament to Gilded Age wealth from the cigar and maritime trades, characterized by elaborate gingerbread trim and spacious wraparound porches. Finally, the Shotgun House, typically homes for the working class or cigar makers, features a long and narrow layout, ingeniously designed to maximize straight-line airflow, a crucial detail in the warm climate. Key West is home to several historic heavyweights, each telling a piece of its story. The Hemingway Home, built in 1851, showcases Spanish colonial style with thick limestone walls and wrought iron balconies. Truman's Little White House, from the 1890s, is a beautiful example of classical revival architecture and stands as Florida's only presidential museum, identifiable by its white clapboard siding. The oldest house museum, dating back to 1829, is a classic Conch architectural style and is South Florida's oldest surviving home, specifically built for maximum hurricane resilience. Lastly, the Shipwreck Treasure Museum, styled as a 19th-century wrecker's warehouse, features an impressive 65-foot maritime lookout tower, offering panoramic views. Let's delve into the profile of one of Key West's most famous residents, Ernest Hemingway. During the 1930s, he called Key West home, writing major works such as To Have and Have Not, in his 1851 limestone mansion. His literary contributions led to him being awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954, shortly after The Old Man and the Sea was published. A fascinating biological anomaly connected to his legacy is the presence of polydactyl, or six-toed, cat descendants, which still roam his estate today, adding a unique charm to the historic property. Key West truly comes alive from dusk to night. At dusk, head to Mallory Square for the legendary sunset celebration. This is an ecosystem of buskers and psychics, where playwright Tennessee Williams is credited with starting the tradition of applauding the sunset. As night falls, Duval Street beckons with the vibrant Duval Crawl. It's a lively convergence of tourists and locals navigating iconic historic bars like Sloppy Joe's and Hog's Breath Saloon, creating an unforgettable Key West nightlife experience. Understanding the climate activation curve is key to planning your visit to the Florida Keys. During the peak crowds season, you'll experience great weather, but also the highest prices. The sweet spot, often considered the shoulder season, offers optimal 82-degree Fahrenheit temperatures with low rain, making it ideal for a visit. However, be mindful of the hurricane risk season, which brings high humidity and the peak of storm activity. By consulting this curve, you can plan your trip to align with your preferences for weather, crowds, and budget. Ultimately, the Conch Republic, born from geographic isolation plus historic maritime wealth, multiplied by a rebellious independence, is more than just a geographic destination, it's a state of mind. The Florida Keys are an archipelago built on salvaged shipwrecks, sustained by spectacular engineering, and defined by a people who truly refuse to take themselves too seriously. It's a place unlike any other, waiting for you to explore its unique charm.